Yay. We did it. Hi, Jessica.
Hi, Hannah. Hi, Megan.
Hello, good morning.
It's
Good
so
morning.
nice to have you here with us this morning
Thank you
on
for
our
having me.
Zoom in our Mindfully Austin show. So I think I explained it to you a little bit. The purpose of this is, we love connecting people. We are in real estate now, but Megan and I both come from a yoga background and mindfulness. And so we were trying to figure out how to bridge those two. And we love to bring that mindfulness aspect into the home buying process and selling process. I've bought and sold 4 homes for myself personally, and then for family members. And I know it can be such a majorly stressful time in life. And so we bring that mindfulness to such a place that it could really be used to support people through life's major transitions. But we also love connecting people with vendors and different people, or even restaurants or experiences that we're excited about. And we're excited about people who do things in a mindful manner, that show up in the world and try to make the world a better place, one person at a time, through their work. And sometimes it's somebody doing, home organization, and sometimes it's a yoga teacher or a massage therapist, or someone who does chiropractic or sells blinds. I mean, you never know what is going on behind the scenes with people's intentions and how they choose to show up in the world and serve. So thank you so much for being part of this. This is episode 3. Yay.
Yeah.
So we're doing one a month. We did a couple last year, but maybe we'll just throw those in there. So tell us about your background and what made you get started in this business. Your business is called the Cesta, right? Am I saying that correctly?
Cesta, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, what's the meaning behind Cesta?
Yeah, the Cesta means basket.
Oh.
Yeah. So, a little bit about me. My name is Jessical Loyola. I'm the founder and CEO of the Cesta. And a little bit about my background. Yes, I've done some commercial real estate. I've worked in hospitality for many, many years for 5-star hotels. And then I've also done operations, event planning. And my last role was working from home, being an executive assistant. So that's a little bit about my background. And then the Cesta, how it all kind of came about was I was a stay-at-home working mom. I had a newborn. I had a toddler, so my hands were full, to say the least, right? And I was just struggling with keeping up with the household laundry. So it wasn't the washing and the drying, because the machines do that. It was the aftermath. So it was everything that was coming out of the dryer. It just kept piling up.
Yep.
And I just remember, my household wasn't running smoothly. It wasn't functioning properly. Meaning, everybody was running around like, where's my stuff? I had the baby, changing the baby and all her clothes and everything. So I'm just like digging through laundry baskets, and I'm like, I can't stand this. I need help. Because that wasn't me before when I had one child, right? I was able to upkeep everything. And so I was looking for help, and I looked and I couldn't find anything or a service that provided what I was looking for. So I've always had a heart to serve others, an eye for detail, a passion to be an entrepreneur and start my own business. And so I, with the support of my husband and my family, we took a leap of faith. And in 2019, I started the Cesta. Mm-hmm.
That's so cool. So tell us what do you hope you're like? Well, tell us what does the Cesta do? Where's that gap that you fill?
Yes. So that's where I feel that need of other busy families and individuals struggling with the aftermath of laundry. So we come in, we hang, fold, we'll put your laundry away. And that's the laundry aspect of it. But organizing, it kind of went hand in hand. You would go to look, and there'd be messy drawers or messy closets, and you just really can't function. So what we do is we come in and we not only focus on the aftermath of laundry, but we organize the spaces, right? And so we try to implement and create efficient systems for the client so they can maintain it. And it just works well for the household, right? We save the client time. Everyone's happy in the household because they all have their clean laundry. They know where it's at. And from pantries to kitchen cabinets to laundry rooms. We pretty much organize any space in the home. And so we've just noticed that the clients are just, it's just a life-changing service. It just has helped them drastically.
Do you get families involved in this too? Like the children?
Sometimes. Yeah. Oh my gosh, the kids, they love it. They're like, teach me how to fold. And they love seeing their pajamas and their shirts, because the way that we fold, the characters' sides, are facing up in their drawers. So
yeah,
they really get excited. And they love it. They really do love it.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
So
it's very
I love that. So, and you kind of answered this, but we had a question. What is the intention behind what you do, or what do you hope your clients will feel by working with you?
Yeah, like what are some of the common, what's some common feedback you get after you go in and you do this service for the client? What are some things you hear from the clients?
Well, the clients are like, wow, I didn't expect this. They always thought, well, it's just laundry, and it's just so much more than laundry. But once we get them on a system, and like I said, they cut down on their laundry. So let's just say a family of 5, they would have 10 baskets every week. But it was because, maybe the little ones were going through their clothes and throwing them on the floor. And before you know it, that was getting mixed up with they're actually clean clothes were getting mixed up with dirty clothes. And so mom and dad are just having to wash, more laundry, and it's just things were not in place. So after having the Cesta come in and get things structured for them, it has reduces their laundry. And again, the household overall is just happier. And so I think, really how I've had moms tell me, like, the Cesta has changed my life. Like, what you're doing has changed my life, because it's made me a happier mom, less stressed, I can function. Time is money for me. And so you have definitely saved me a lot of time. And so I think, what we strive is to help our clients feel valued, have them feel satisfied with our work, and then also reduce the stress of whatever they may be facing. Right. So
that's so great, because I feel like one of the biggest things that I know I argue with my kids about is stuff, stuff being left out. Why? Like, the thing that has driven me crazy, I have a 14-year-old and an almost 9-year-old in a couple of weeks. And if I find clean folded clothes in the dirty clothes basket, I mean, because it is so hard for me to just get through the laundry. Like, I can get it, I can watch a show while I fold it, and then it will sit. It's like I have a laundry basket of clean clothes that hasn't been put away. It's for 3 weeks now. I'm so guilty.
Yeah, I appreciate your honesty.
If I find something clean in the dirty clothes basket, I'm just like, no. That drives me. And especially like when the kids were little and they had princess dresses or things that needed to be hung to dry, I'm like, I washed this on Delicate and hung it to dry, and now it is clean in the dirty clothes basket. I think moms can relate. Well, that's so cool. Do you have a why? Have you worked on that, or like the reason, what makes you show up for others in this way every day?
Well, honestly, I've always had a passion to serve. And so that's my why. That's what makes me get excited every day, is like, who can I help serve? Right. Whether that be my clients, the team, my family, my friends, who can I help serve, and just making an impact in someone's life, that just makes me so happy. So that's my big why.
That's so great. I mean, seriously, stress is like the #1 killer in people. And so to help reduce stress and connect parents and their children, it's so important that we have good, positive times together and not arguing times together. And so, eliminating that need for arguing and teaching them how to be excited about organizing too, I think is such a cool, wonderful thing to do.
Yes, it's definitely, like I said, it's definitely rewarding for sure.
Yeah. So where do you practice? All over Austin?
So our headquarters is in Austin, Texas, but we are in Houston, and we're also in San Antonio.
Cool. Are you originally from Austin?
So I grew up in San Marcos, so near Austin, and I officially moved to Austin in 2005.
Okay, I moved to Austin in 2005 as well.
Oh, awesome.
Wow, you'll have a couple years on me.
Well, you were in Texas. I mean, and you
That's
were in
true.
Texas.
That's true.
So yeah, this is a fun question. We just like to throw out that there at you.
Okay.
This is a fun one. And I think you probably answered it already, but how do you hope to change the world and uplift humanity through your work?
Wow, that's a good one.
And like, I'll add something, like
Yeah.
just adding on layers to that question. What's like your future? Do you have any future goals for the Cesta? Yeah, that's my addition.
Okay, great. Okay, let's see. Well, we plan to like uplift humanity just by really improving the quality of life of busy individuals and again, families by our services. So just by implementing an organized system for their laundry or household spaces. And, just again, like I said, I've received so much feedback already. When I started the business, I didn't think I was going to be changing people's lives, because you're like, it's laundry, right? But it was as I grew and I started to get feedback, I'm like, wow, the Cesta really is changing people's lives, like families' lives. So I can proudly say that we have changed a lot of families' lives just by our services. And so with that, I definitely feel that we plan to continue to change the world one basket of laundry at a time. And as far as our goals, where my goal for the Cesta is to become a household name. So I definitely want to take it, not just, I want to take it outside of Texas, right? I want to take it around the world. So everybody can experience this amazing service that we provide.
Do you, does your service, do you do a menu, like a variety of things, or do you come in, are you hired to do a regular cleanup of the laundry and the organization? Like, is it a weekly plan, or do you come in and retrain the people and the families how to manage it on their own?
No, great question. So we have all different types from customers that just want to use us, occasionally, again, maybe they were a mom that just had a baby, or, they're just drowning and they just need it, maybe once a month or once every 6 months or something like that. So we have clients that do that. But majority of our clientele we offer weekly services and bi-weekly services. And so they will be a recurring client. And our intention is to change the way people do laundry, right? So your typical laundry day is washing and drying. And then if you're really good about it, you're going to tackle the piles of laundry that come out of the dryer right away. If not, like you mentioned, it's just going to sit there. It could even be folded, but it's just going to sit there for like a week. And so what we're going to do is we ask our clients, laundry day, either book us on laundry day or book us, the day after laundry, and we'll come in and we'll alleviate that tedious task and we'll take care of that part. And then as far as organizing, we do have clients that want upkeep, every month. Every time we come do the laundry, they say, hey, spend a couple hours tidying up this space, because it's all about maintaining, right? Because if you don't maintain the system that's in place, it's gonna create a chaos and it's gonna become messy. Yes. Right? So it's about maintaining, and that's what we're really good about. So
that's so great. I mean, isn't that the way it is with anything in life, right? I mean, we have to have our daily practice of everything to maintain and whatever amount of wellness you're working on, whatever type, whether it's meditation or exercise or organizing or eating healthy, it's making those choices in every moment of every day. I love that. I think you need to come over here right now. What time is it?
Think of it, it's like the upkeep of like your vehicle, right? When that light goes on, at least we have a reminder, the light goes on and says, hey, change the oil. So we have to upkeep our vehicle. So the same thing is with our home or with the laundry or with, it doesn't have to be every week or it doesn't have to be every month, but it is great if you have the opportunity to do that, right? It just streamlines things. But yeah, I can definitely go over there.
Do you have any, this will be our last question, unless Megan, do you have any other questions for her?
Not really questions, but I just think what keeps coming up in my mind is the Cesta is a lot like when we do our yoga practice or what we do in real estate. After your experience, you just feel this sense of relief and that you've cleared space, for better, healthier things to come along. So what you're doing for these families and these moms is just giving them that sigh of relief feeling, and a feeling like I can spend this time, hanging out with the family or just doing something more uplifting, and something more gratuitous than doing the laundry. So I just thank you for creating that experience, for moms and for families. It's so important. Any relief that we can give to our clients.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to share this. And we should mention that so part of what we do with these Mindfully Austin interviews is we interview so that this can be seen by the masses, right? I mean, you could show this in California and you could start getting calls like, yeah, let's start this in California or North Carolina or wherever. So that's awesome. But we do these gatherings every month called Coffee and Conversations, where we just get together for an hour. It's a way to build community with local folks. And we can move around to different locations since not everybody is in the southwest side of town. We're in Spicewood, Bee Cave Lakeway part of town near the lake. So we're going to be gathering Friday, the 25th, to meet Jessica in person and ask any questions that anybody has. I'll have coffee and tea and some little treats there, and it'll just be super fun and casual. Just show up in your comfy clothes and just have some drinks out on our back patio. So it'll be great. If you're interested in that, just email
We don't have to worry about the freeze anymore, Hannah.
I know we've had to reschedule from my yard so many times due to the freeze. It's like, oh, another freeze now on this day. So hopefully we're going to have good weather.
Yes. But I can definitely do a demonstration. I would love to share, some spring cleaning tips.
I was just going to ask you that. Do you have any spring cleaning tips you could share here, and then some you could share on next Friday?
Well, I think it's just not being overwhelmed, right? Let's start there, because when you hear spring cleaning, you're like, oh my gosh, I have all this spaces to do in my home. Let's scale it down and see the space that's really bothering you. Hone in on that space. So whether that be, let's say, maybe your closet. What I would do and I would suggest is, again, every person's different. So sometimes you have all your winter clothing and your summer clothing hung. Some like to implement the seasonal change. So I would start taking all the winter clothes out of my closet. And before you start boxing it up, folding it and putting it away, you really want to take that time to just go through your clothing and maybe start to declutter, right? Some things that you're like, I'm not going to wear that next winter. And so start to purge some things, and that way you won't carry that over to your next year. But really it's just going through your closet and pulling the things that you're not going to need, and streamlining it for you. So you simplify what you have in your closet. And the same thing too for like kitchen drawers, your laundry room, just whatever space is really bothering you and is becoming an inconvenience to you. That's what I would suggest focusing on first. And again, just piece by piece, but you don't want to just be overwhelmed. And I think that's why a lot of us, busy individuals, we kind of put it off because we don't have time or we feel very overwhelmed, hence the stress, right? So just take it little by little, section by section, if you want to do that. But yeah, that's what I would suggest.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Of course.
That's so exciting. And she said she's going to do a demo at your house, Hannah. So
I know.
My laundry over there.
I am. Yeah.
It will be so fun. I was like, oh, she's going to come and then everyone will clean out their closets. And in April, we could do a clothes swap.
That would be fun. Yeah.
Take on everybody's stuff that's discarded. I still love doing that. It's so much fun. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Jessica. It was so nice to meet you on the computer. to see your face.
Of course.
And we're
Nice
so
meeting you.
excited. We're excited to have you out.
Yeah.
I'm excited to be there.
Are you a coffee or a tea drinker?
Both. I love both.
Okay,
Yes.
so we'll have both.
Well, I'm excited to meet you guys in person and to also, like I said, do a demonstration and get a little bit more in depth with the spring cleaning, because I'm sure I'll have different questions and how to approach those areas. But I'm all about helping others and providing solutions. So however I can, I'm here to help.
Thank you so much. And what is your website?
Website is thecesta.com.
Okay.
And you can find us on Instagram and on Facebook. So it's _thecesta_ on Instagram. That's the handler.
Okay, we'll put it all in the description.
Okay, great.
So awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Y'all have a good one.
You too.
Jessica.
Bye.
Bye.